first stage of my journey through time, I really got a bit too far back. I was standing in a scrap of woodland, much the same as it would have been 7,000 years ago. But my story actually begins just...
Hello.
Bonjour. My name's Chantal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your new French mistress.
Yeah.
You must be Mr. B.
Yes, that's right. But, you can call me Piers.
That's a nice name.
Yes, it is, isn't it? It isn't mine, of course.
Yeah.
Good.
Mrs. Selway told me what you like. You naughty boy.
I find it helps me relax after a long day's sitting. Yes, this seems like a nice whippy one.
I told you what would happen if you failed your French oral again.
What?
It's supposed to hurt. You wicked boy.
Stupid swallow! I'm not a masochist, I'm a sadist. I pay to be here.
This one's got more stripes than you have, Sergeant. All right, pervert, downstairs, now!
I shouldn't be here at all. I'm from the good fruit guy. There's been a terrible mix-up at the office.
What goddamn bore these interruptions are. Takes me long enough to get my engine warmed up to start with.
It must be pretty clapped out if the bodywork's anything to go by.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Cyril, I didn't know you were a member here, old boy. Oh, yes, the girls are so fragrant. I've been coming here for years. So to speak. Congratulations, by the way, on your knighthood, old boy. Well, strictly between Freemasons. I knew I was onto a K, provided the jury found that randy little politician not guilty on the curb-crawling charge. Was he guilty? No, as a matter of fact, he wasn't. He happened to be in here at the time. I saw him. Hello. A star, isn't it?
Not necessarily, no.
Yes, of course it is. You did jolly well with that private member's bill. Arming the police.
Oh,
I'm most terribly sorry, gentlemen. Inspector Radford here is new, and apparently no one has explained our special relationship with the local force.
If you are implying, madam, that there is some nod and wink deal in operation between my Nick and your bawdy house...
Well, of course there is. It's been that way for years.
You realise I could do you for that?
I expect she'd probably give you a discount.
All right, sleaze bags, names and addresses.
The Right Honourable Sir Cyril Havisham Armstrong, Court of Appeal. Daisy, come here. This is Major General Ralph Munro MacDonald, KCMG, KCVO, DSO, Ministry of Defence.
If you think I'm wasting ink writing down this crap... All right, let's have your real name.
Of course. Piers Fletcher Dervish, MP, House of Commons.
I'm warning you!
No. Before you go any further, Inspector, let me show you this. My warrant card.
Commander Stapleton, Vice Squad. That'll do nicely, sir. All right, lads, there seems to have been a bit of a cock-up here.
Extraordinary facility you have for the telling phrase, Inspector.
You just just come with me, Inspector, and let's see what I can do for you.
Thank you, madam.
Welcome back. In a few minutes, we'll be discussing the implications of last night's crucial by-election. In the studio, we'll be talking to MP Bob Crippen and Alan Bastard, MP. But first, it's cut to...
Oh, shit! Taxi! 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 Stop! Stop! Oh, taxi! Taxi! Get here! Hurry! Take me with you, please!
Sit well back in your seat if you don't mind, Chief, in case I have to do an emergency stop.
I shall sit as I choose now. I don't have someone to hold a common foot down.
The Metropolitan Hackney Carriage Office would have my badge if I didn't attend to passenger safety at all times.
All right, I'm sitting nicely now. Will you please begin? Irritating virus.
Yeah, I know why you was perching on the edge of your seat. Been for a bit of hanky-spanky at Mrs. Selway's famous knocking emporium, eh? Nothing to be ashamed of. Mrs. Selway's is a landmark of old London. Yeah, it's even one of the runs of the knowledge now. How do you get from Mrs. Selway's to the Middlesex Hospital Clap Clinic? Hi! I didn't expect a tip! What about my fare?
And Mr. Porky's book of Big Bangers is now available in the shop, price £5.95. The time is 7:20 and you're watching Good Morning Britain from TVAM, and a very good morning to you. My name is Jane Eyre.
Who won the by-election? What by-election?
Yesterday's by-election posed an important challenge to all political parties. In the studio this morning we have Conservative MP Alan Bastard and Labour MP Bob Crippen. Well, Mr. Bastard, all the pundits said that this by-election in a key Tory marginal would be an important hurdle for the government. Were you surprised by the result?
No, not really, Jane, no. Were you surprised, Bob?
Surprised? I was completely gobsmacked. It was a bolt out of the blue.
Oh, yes, that's right. It was a bolt out of the blue, but a predictable bolt out of the blue. That's why I wasn't surprised.
But to get down to specifics...
Yes, Jane, but I really think that the British people are fed up after this long year of more politics. Why don't we get on to the real issues? I mean, how is Anne Diamond's lovely little baby?
Hang on. We're here to discuss the by-election. It's not woman's hour. Unless, of course, you don't happen to know the result, bastard.
I not know the result? That's outrageous.
What was it, then?
Oh, I see. Turned into a TV interviewer now, have we, Dr. Crippen?
What was it?
Well, I'm not going to be browbeaten into answering by some bald crypto-Stalinist.
Right. You ask him, Jane. Go on, ask him.
Well, I'm sure you must know the result, Mr. Bastard.
Of course. Labour. Came second and we held the seat. I mean, it was a foregone conclusion, really.
Actually, it was a surprise victory for the SDP.
Oh, solid! Oh, that's right. Get me up early in the morning. Get me up early in the morning and ask me trick questions, why don't you? Now I know how Dennis Healey felt.
Oi, oi!
Oh, God.
Now I know what MP stands for. Monumental Prat.
I'd advise you to go away.
You are a nasty little...
Heightist! I had to hang about. You didn't pay your fare. So I come in and I watch you on the second reception. Worth £3.50 of anybody's money. So the ride's on me. Blimey, I almost feel sorry for you when she finds out about this morning.
Shut up!
Fancy not even knowing the result. I'd have told you if you'd asked me nicely. Ah, but you didn't want to listen to my common working class accent.
Shut up, or I will hit you.
Oh, yes, very brave. Hit a man of diminished stature, with a dicky heart to boot. Well, that just goes to show, doesn't it? Any old tosspot can become a Tory MP if he knows what palms to grease.
Right. Well, come on, get up and make a fight of it. Come on, get up, you little bastard, get up! Please. Oh, no! Oh, that's just what I need first thing on a Friday morning, isn't it? A dead dwarf!
Fred Hasco, pleased to meet you.
Do we know you? Oh, yes, it's Alan Thingy, isn't it?
Spare me your pathetic attempts at wit, Piers.
And where were you last night when we were voting on the bill to recriminalise prostitution?
I was paired.
Yes, with one of Mrs. Selway's girls, no doubt. You hypocrite.
Yes. The Chief Whip's very angry, you know, Alan.
Yes, and everybody's talking about what an arse you made of yourself on breakfast television this morning. You've let the side down, Bastard. I'm disappointed in you.
Do you really think I give an orangutangs for the opinion of a man with a plastic drainpipe where his colon should be?
You'll be old one day, Bastard.
Yes, I shall, but I shan't be bionic. There he goes, off to see his Harley Street plumber, no doubt. Piers. Piers, I wonder if you could do me a little favour.
That depends.
Well, I've got a taxi downstairs.
And you want me to go and pay the driver as usual?
No, don't try to anticipate me, Piers. You haven't got the wit. I just want you to drive the taxi out to the country, somewhere secluded, and set fire to it.
Why?
Well, it's a very old taxi, and really, I don't need it anymore. Here are the keys. Thanks.
No, I don't want to.
What? Why not? Give me one good reason.
Well, taxis aren't biodegradable, and it'll upset the wildlife.
Oh, poor little bunny bunnies. Well, you sit down there then, Piers. No, you sit down. I'll go off all on my own into the middle of the country and set fire to the taxi for you, shall I? God. Oh, no.
Yes, officer? Dulwich.
Dulwich.
Roger, Mike, so far, Mike, so far.
Dennis react to the idea of you running for a fourth term?
Goodness me, he's less than completely inaccurate, threatening to vote monster raving lowlight.
Mind you, many more Tory performances like Bastards this morning, and there may not be a fourth. Can you drive more carefully, please?
Yes, what are we going to do about him, Chief Whip? It was quite the worst television appearance since Michael Foote hung up his welding spectacles.
And he failed to respond to a three-line whip last night. He seems to imagine that just because he's got the largest majority in the House, he's immune to discipline. Well, tomorrow I intend to haul him over the coals.
Excuse me interrupting, but I saw him on the telly this morning and I thought he was knockout.
Do you mind? I don't think the Prime Minister intended to include you in our conversation.
No, I am interested. I am interested in hearing what the common man has to say.
Well, you're in the right place then, aren't you, Governor? Because I don't get much more common than me. And let me tell you that all us common blokes reckon that Alan bastard is right rubber-dub-dub all up and down the apples and bananas, right down the old Kent Avenue. You know what I mean?
Thank you for sharing your political insights with us.
I mean, I've always been your Labour in the past, right? I mean, I've never been able to care much for them old-fashioned Tory, toffee-nosed MPs like Sir Stephen Baxter. But with ordinary blokes like Bastard coming through, well, you'll get my vote every time. And hundreds of other ignorant working-class cabbies like me feel exactly the same. Up and down the uppers and stairs, in and out, I drive my van. Up and down the uppers and stairs, I'm a cheeky cockney lad. I go in and out my house. Up and down the stairs, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's how many kids I've got.
Driver, shut up! Got more work than if we'd taken a bus.
Right, that's 77 quid, but to you, Duchess, nothing.
There must be somewhere around here a chap can set fire to a taxi. This'll do.
Morning. You so hate having a dirty bonnet.
Stupid, overpopulated county.
Perfect. What a back tone, too.
You all right, sir? Hey, this one's coming round.
Hello, officer. I was at TVAM.
Thought it was you.
I was at TVAM and it's all coming back to me. The driver went mad. He wouldn't let me out of the taxi. And now he's dead. Better dead, I suppose, than life in a lunatic asylum.
Bloody maniac! He tried to kill me!
Calm down, Schulte.
to sort out. Whose word are you going to take for this? The Member of Parliament with the largest majority in the House of Commons, or this nasty, foul-mouthed, stunted, psychotic little dwarf?
Put it like that, sir.
Come, you.
What are you doing?
Come on.
Leave me alone.
Come on. Come on.
Action, you
Now, sir, if you'd like to come with us, we'll take you to Basildon General. Get that wound dressed.
You don't think I'm going to set foot inside an NHS hospital after 10 years of government cutbacks, do you? Take me to Harley Street.
Bastard, come to clear out your desk, have you?
What?
The Chief Whip was in here earlier, looking for you. If I were you, I'd try to land a few directorships whilst you've still got MP after your name.
I've got the largest majority in the House. What can he do to me?
Oh, he could have you thrown out of the party. He could promote you and send you to Northern Ireland.
Really? Oh, Chief Whip! Just the man. And perhaps you can give me some advice. I've just been left £20,000 by a distant relative, and fortunately, as I'm fabulously wealthy and I don't need the money, I've decided to donate it to your favourite charity. And being an anti-bureaucratic sort of a chap, I thought, well, why not cut out all the red tape? You know, just give it to the good old Chief Whip straight into his hand. Let him get on with it.
Cut the crap, Bastard. I don't like you. I've never liked you. I don't wish to spend one moment longer in your company than is absolutely necessary. I think your behaviour over the last days has been execrable. And if it were up to me, you would become an unfortunate hiccup in the otherwise downward trend of the unemployment statistics. The Prime Minister, however, seems to rather like you. I suppose even the greatest post-war leader this country has known is entitled to one lapse of judgment.
Margaret likes him.
I'm afraid so. I do wish she wouldn't keep talking to taxi drivers.
I don't know. I think it's quite a good idea. She keeps in touch with the man in the street. You know what I mean, Chief? Whip.